Check out what I got in the mail today. Brand new wheels. Let's take a look. Oh, very nice. All right. Boom! Check that out. I am super stoked. These are ESR RF2 wheels. RF, of course, stands for rotoform. I think they look great. So here's a little bit of a closer view. They don't have the deep, you know, the concave look. They're kind of on the flat side, but they do have a pretty good concave to them. And they're rotoform, of course. So they're going to be about 10 pounds lighter than the factory wheels. And they're going to go on the front and the back. So I'll figure out which ones are which, separate them out, skedaddle myself onto the tire shop. 9.5, these are going to be the fronts. So these are the 10.5s, they're going to go on the rear. Yeah, so let me get these unpackaged, load them up in the Rover, and get off to the tire shop so I can get them mounted on my new Extreme Contact DWS 06 Plus. They're supposed to be like 30% stiffer than the original version of this tire. So they should perform quite well, because I thought the other ones did pretty dang good too. So these ones should perform even better. So let's get off the tire shop and see how they do. All right, gang, here's the wheels mounted. Here we are, ESR RF2 wheels. The fronts are 9.5, the rears are 10.5. The fronts have 22 millimeter offset with a 20 millimeter wheel spacer. The rears are a 22 millimeter offset and no spacer. So you can see they're in just a little bit, but remember I got 1.5 degrees negative camber here, okay? And then 2.5 negative degrees camber here. So if you got your wheels a little more upright, that's going to close up that gap on the top, of course. Okay, so pay attention to that. Other than that, I think they look pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I love how you can see the brakes going down the road. They open up the wheel real nice so you can see the brakes even more so driving. My wheels were much worse than I initially thought, because these wheels are like driving on glass. They're incredibly smooth. But now that I got sexy new wheels on, oh, and I did a ceramic coating of the wheel, and then I also cleaned up the brake caliper that's and gave it a little bit of ceramic front and rear, because I got Brembo's front and rear. So just took it for a little test drive. They drive super well. The car's a little bit more nimble, I guess you could say. Rides a little harsher too, actually, because the unsprung weight is reduced. But these setup, okay, the fronts are 24 pounds, the rears are 24.5. The factory wheels were 30.5 for a front and a 31 for the rear. So I lost about 6 pounds with these wheels. And they're a rotoform wheel, so they should be a bit durable, more durable than the cast wheels. So time will tell for sure on that one. So I got these wheels on. It's looking good. Now I got to clean it and polish it to match. And here's the polish. She is just looking glorious in the sunlight with a fresh coat of wax on it. I used a ceramic wax so I can get a little durability out of that as well. But I think the wheels just look fantastic on this thing. I couldn't be happier. Just super stoked about the whole thing. Like I was saying before, it rides really nice, very smooth. I haven't really pushed it hard, you know, windy roads and whatnot yet, but I'm sure the handling is going to be the same, if not a smidgen better, just because of reduction on spring weight. And very, very pleased. So thank you, ESR, for the sexy wheels. And thanks to my friends at Meekoff Tire who got them mounted without a nick or a scratch or nothing. And they just balanced out perfectly. So super happy all the way around. And of course I don't get paid by any of these people. I just endorse them because I'm happy with their service and they did a good job in my opinion. So, you know, pay it forward a little bit and, you know, share how much they treated me well, and hopefully everybody will have the same experience.